Today is February 6th, 2025. Okay. Today I had to go get gas, and there was guys outside that gas station. Said, I see Karen's will today. We listened to that tape of her ex-husband defending her, that he acknowledged he knew John defended her, and that those kids, she hadn't been around them but 4 to 6 minutes in a whole year, and not alone. We heard that one of the girls trying to be a drug lord over this area. Talking about Michelle. Okay. Later on, when I got home, I came home, got a shower, picked up my boyfriend, went to Bob Evans. There's some guy sitting at the other table, so just in case, went through where I called the FBI. That agent went around telling on me to everyone. And then up at Palmer's church, how he told people he knew I was being drugged, being raped, and didn't care. And tried to say because of strangest lie. And if she's supposed to be mean to the women, or mean to women, he was going to turn her back over to him. Can you imagine an agent saying that? Then how, Dave came in, let's go, and then he threatened to kill me himself. Went to go for a gun. I put my hand on the console, and he punched me all the way home. I ran from him. Next day, that agent admitted he had met with all the church people. And he knew they were trying to kill me because of strangest lie. When it was a medication error, medical malpractice. And conspiracy to commit murder is a federal crime. It's 20 years. He was to arrest him. And and how he made fun of me, and how several times on a recorded line he met with all of them and told them all that I called the FBI hotline, made fun of me for some drug dealer named Pete, where Dave told people he hired Pete on his own. It was Pete and his men. Hired a drug dealer to run a drug scam of drug confessions, photoshopping and washing, and a drug scam from a drug dealer. It's that stupid how they made fun of me for my rapist that I've never met. Went on about it, okay? Got him to go use the bathroom. There's some guys sitting at the other table. We found a tape of the original investigators. It should be around March 13th, 23, Walmart 62. That they came in, they were tired of these people. They screamed out. We told these people to stay out of this. We interviewed her whole family a long time ago. No one's ever seen anything, and she never hurt anyone. And it's just some woman thinks she can make money out of this. Okay? That they found that tape. You know, I wonder, you guys are like beating a dead horse. Beating a dead horse. Where they said in the beginning of the case, Melissa can go to jail for this. Absolutely, she can go to jail. Absolutely, she can go to jail. Interfering in a federal investigation for her church, trying to have me killed. Starting to get the idea? Her church was one of the ones trying to have me killed. She can go to jail a long time for this. See, one part of, my God, I had an FBI agent in my office. He's right there. Did you not understood the FBI was involved? What part didn't you understand? Even though that agent act like he was going along with you people trying to kill me because Strange called me a faker 15 years ago and it was medication error. And then some idiot saying I'm mean to him. And I didn't have anything to do with those people. And then, my God, I've never even talked to that drug dealer, Michelle. Judge Peter's daughter from Florida, I've never even talked to her. I mean, seriously. What part you didn't understand the FBI was involved? Hmm? Then all these men and women show up. Hmm? Start swarming every. Stores are crowded. Uh, go shopping. Roads are real crowded. You didn't think they were police? Hmm? I realized that halfway, November, December of 18. Dave didn't realize the police and the FBI were deep in his house. I almost started laughing while he was confessing to crimes while I'm recording them. I looked up, and one of the top of the lamp things looked a little different. And I'm like looking around. I thought, my God, he don't realize they're here. He thinks it's just his drug dealers. I know. I had to stop myself from chuckling. See, they didn't. See, did you not understand where FBI informant, my phone's legally bugged? My car, my homes. Federal investigation. What part of the sheriff's in uniform we help work that informant case? What part of the police we document everything every day? You didn't understand. You didn't understand. What part didn't you understand in 18? After Thanksgiving of 18, that Melissa's so stupid she made everything up when you were fishing with Dave. She's actually that stupid. She didn't check where you were. They call her stupid. And we're going to go to Thanksgiving of 18 again. John's kids are there. They're little and they're playing with Flora in the basement, playing Boo. We have a split level. Downstairs is a family room, bathroom, laundry room, puppies, sectional couch. Okay? TV. All right? Taking each one of us down to play Boo. The police and pets are taping. These people sold the login. Like Man Cannon Canton. May of 19. Karen, if you didn't hear John's kids right on the third step up, Dave's girlfriend is Michelle. It's Michelle. What else did they hear? Well, when I went to go down for them to yell boo, they all jump out when you hit the bottom of the steps. Go back up. Third step up, the house wasn't meant for Grandma, it was meant for Auntie Shell and Papa. Everyone needs to get out. Look down, they're all three in a huddle going like this, talking crazy crap. Okay? I go and I sit next to Dixie. Okay? And I thought I have to die for a Shell. Who's Shell? Okay? Laura, my other granddaughter, comes running up. They're saying mean things in the basement. It's like, oh, no. Go up to John. I went, what on earth is going on? He's like, I don't know, Mom. He's like, I told Melissa that's his ex-wife of only like 3 or 4 months. They've only been divorced. She goes to that church that hired the people to kill me. He said, I told him going through a divorce and you're going to be moving out. She'll just have the kids make up something because of the divorce. But trust me, nobody could say anything bad about you. She'll have her church people make up something too, but don't worry about it. Nobody could ever say anything bad about you. It'll just be made up. I'm like, well, you shouldn't have said a word till it happened and I moved out. And he's like, well, I did, and since it's just going to be made up and no one can say anything bad about you, don't worry about it. And he shoots me. So, to clarify everything, I taped Dave. So the police and the vets. Karen, you're good to the kids, you're good to the grandkids. You would never hurt anyone. You're good to everyone, no matter who it is. Okay? He also acknowledges what John said about Melissa just going to have him make it up because of the divorce. And she'd have her church people make up stuff too. And that John didn't even think they could say anything bad about me. Okay? All right. Right after Thanksgiving 18th, the police had a huddle in the front of Walmart 62 inside. Why are they having those kids make that shit up? Oh, they're just trying to scare her out of the house. That's it. We interviewed our whole family. They spoke highly of her. Okay? June 23rd to July 4th of 21. I am in Walmart 62. The undercover police are following me around. Some of the girls that dated the drug dealers, they called them the boys. Okay? And people are talking about da-da-da tape before. They went, what are they talking about? We interviewed her whole family a long time ago. She's never hurt anyone. And the girls are like, oh my goodness, the boys had a drugger to make her say that stuff. Nobody mentions those tapes again. Well, in 18, the first month of the case, some little white man showed up. Woke up with another bruise on my leg, throwing up. Finally got myself together. Went down to Walmart 62. Came up in front of all the cops. Confessed he worked for Dave and was drugging me up and telling me to say stuff. For every idle word you tell on us, I'll turn it on you. You try to leave Dave, I'll list your child molester. I'm like, who are you? He's like, you know that bruise on your leg? I used sodium pentothal on you. No, he stuck me with a date rape drug again in my sleep. And something about a wrong nightgown and butt line, a life of pain. I got a wipe and he threatened me again. What did he confess to? He drugged me up for Dave and told me to say lies. And then they started showing up more and more and how, where you had bruises before. You were throwing up and almost passing out. It was us having you drugged, beaten, raped. That's what was causing it. We drugged you and told you to say this. We drugged you and told you to say that. We photoshopped all our lies. We erased some guy named Chris out of the room. Never had a Chris in my house. They talked about him though. By January 19, they said they photoshopped a feminine wipey above the toilet to make me look weird. Before. Okay? All right. I used to spend half the day debunking their lies. I got tired of it. Okay? I got tired of it. In May of 21, I had went to Pennsylvania, and some guy named Kurt was paying for the harassment before that. Okay? All right, well, we'll go back further. October 23rd, 2019, where the police came up to me and told me how stupid Melissa was. Okay? They said, she's so stupid she made everything up when you were fishing with Dave. She's actually that stupid she didn't check where you were. Her first lie, she was in it with that drugger in the wrong nightgown and butt lie. Second lie, now I have it, Dave debunking it on tape, and I also have Jen. And the police also recorded Daniel in the car that on the 4th of July, they took 2 bites out of their food, ran to the basement, and were having pillow fights. I went outside with Jen and with everybody else. Got too warm, we went inside, and they left through the basement door. They didn't say goodbye. They didn't come upstairs. Well, there's a bathroom, a sectional couch, a TV, the puppies, the laundry room, and there you could hear them laughing and screaming outside. Okay? Well, John had shared custody, so I only had him for such a short amount of time, so I had to get him back. Okay? Or he had somewhere else to go. He just stopped in for a little bit. Okay? Second lie, they came upstairs, looked through a cracked bathroom door, and seen you weird with herself. For one thing, that's disgusting. It never happened, and I was outside. And who's being dirty if you look through a cracked bathroom door? You are. You're being a peeking Tom. Somebody's wiping their butt. You could be putting yeast infection cream on or anything. And it never happened in the first place. Third lie, they'll make up something, call you bad word. Then they told people that I vandalized their church. I wouldn't touch that place with a 10-foot pole. It has demons. They told people by Christmas of 18 that I broke in a home. The owners caught me, tied my arms and legs to a chair, knocked it over, kicked it over, and jumped out a window. I'm in my 50s. I would hurt myself. My God. The lies just kept going and going till you had to get the hip boots out for all the shit that was flying. Okay? And it was shit. They called it fucking shit. My family should be ashamed of. That's what they called Melissa. Fucking shit. Okay? In May of 21, I'll take this, June of 21 to July of 21. Well, let's go back to May of 21. May of 21, I went through Pennsylvania, first gas station. Where they send their hate crime through a cell phone. Okay? I pull over to use the bathroom, and some girls look at their phone. Oh my goodness, Kurt found out those kids were lying. He's going to kill her. They all go back to Ohio. I'm like, Kurt's slow. They said they were lying on Thanksgiving of 18. He's slow, right? Well, I know the Stark County Sheriff's have worked the case. They will announce it in uniform because it's against the drug dealers. They'll flat out tell them they have watch me. You know what I mean? Cops aren't afraid of drug dealers. Well, I know they help work the FBI case. So when I either didn't know if they knew or just upset about everything, I go sit outside the sheriff's office and I'd say stuff, and at times they'd walk out and say stuff or they yell stuff out. So I know I'm not alone. Okay. So I went down and I sat outside the Stark County Sheriff's. I'm like, well, if Kurt just found out those kids were lying, they said they were lying on Thanksgiving of 18. He's slow, right? Oh, 2 sheriffs walked out laughing and Kurt just found out those kids are lying. He is slow. They call him slow. That's why he tells everybody to stay out of it. Okay? Well, June to July of 21, I had went to Illinois. The cartel followed me down there. I had went to go to my sister's. I went to the gas station, and that weird Eric that was stalking me was calling phones, and it's going off in there, Eric this, Eric that. And then when I was sitting out my car smoking, people were walking by calling me names. The woman that almost died to save her family. They're calling me names. I screamed out, if you don't believe I'm innocent, call the Maslin place. I Googled their number. Yelled it out. The whole street went quiet. Some guy yelled out. They said it's documented me games of pretend. She's never hurt anyone. In 2020, in the summertime, I was sitting outside the laundromat in Louisville. Some girls like, I got the case. Now, this is funny. The front of it says that she was found innocent of everything. Yeah. What happened to January 25th, 2019, where they told my ex-husband in a legally bugged house, for the police always knew she was innocent and innocent before they were talking about it at the station. Some guy was bailing his guy out from a team. Huh? Offered to pay a fine or bail. She's innocent. Said no, the police already knew she was innocent and innocent before. And they never want to arrest her. They knew somebody else did something wrong before. They've hired a drug dealer to run a drug scam on me. September 18th of 19, the police tell the judges in the courthouse, before he had us look into it, you knew she couldn't handle it, you knew she appreciated us doing it, you could find she did nothing wrong. You didn't understand. They found that on August 13th, 24. March 13th, 23. Should be around that day, today in Bob Evans. Men said they found the original investigator saying that. That they interviewed my whole family. Nobody's ever seen anything. And I never heard anyone. And it's just some woman thinks she can make money off of this. Well, they were the ones that were around me June 23rd to July 4th of 21. Oh, and they were the ones in the beginning of the case, 18. Hmm? Hmm? Last year, I was in Alliance in Walmart. They were talking about Melissa's lies again. Then in Big Lots, they were mad. Boy, they ought to take care of that girl for making up all those lies. January 12th, 22. Officer John, short white guy with black hair and glasses. Stopped men at the door of Walgreens North Main, 4:45 p.m. What those kids get caught stating? They made everything up. October 23rd, 2019, Flora told a bunch of adults, of course it never happened. Of course it wasn't true. We made it up. They were games of pretend laughing. I would have spanked them all. Better thank God I'm not their mother. But their church was trying to kill me. Get it? You know how you stop lies and rumors? You confront them with the truth. Because as long as they can keep you quiet, they can keep spreading their rumors and their lies. In 21, in the summer, I was sitting outside Josh and Dixie's, and I'm smoking, okay, before I go in. Guy pulls up, takes out his phone, acts like he's calling the police. I want a reporter for Melissa's kids. She never hurt anyone. They're documenting me games of pretend. Leave her alone. Okay. I thought, jackass. May 25th, 21, 6 p.m. I got 2 witnesses in my phone of the church people breaking in before drugging me, tell me safe word on molester stuff. 8-9-21, the apartment building for me, second close offense. Lady and little girls were talking about it. In 21, they were even yelling out. They even told us they were lying. Oh, they told everybody. Even by the 4th of July. They were yelling in Canton. Those kids better stop telling everybody they were made everything up. Oh, the police already taped them, sweetie. October 5th, 21, Huntington Bank. I'm in there with a client. And they're in there saying, well, we wouldn't want Melissa get no money on this. That's okay. They knew they made everything up. They didn't want anybody to help her. I go to leave with my client. He's like, who's that crazy Melissa? They always talk about lying. I said, my ex-daughter-in-law, friends with the ex's girlfriend, had the kids make up some mean game of pretend on Thanksgiving 18. He's like, it's been years and they're still talking about that girl lying. Oh, everywhere. Everywhere. January 7th, 22 should be that day. Giant Eagle. They were calling them fucking lying dirty little bastards in Giant Eagle. Becky heard them. Then they were talking about Will and the case outside. January 1922, they told the Department of Disability I was drugged and told to say it before. February 2nd, 22, Burlington Coat Factory in front of a client. They said this Latino guy and his girlfriend said, I see her out today. It's not funny what's going on. He said, I know. I wish I wouldn't have drugged her first and told her to say it. I regret it. Got him away from him. Went out to the car. I heard that Latino guy say that he drugged you first. It's like, look, I never seen him before. I only took drinks out of drinks in the room and go dizzy and black, and I had marks. And I'd wake up with injection marks. I'd never seen her talk to anybody before. Well, they send their hate crime through cell phones. I go in Big Lots. People, the phones are going off. Oh my goodness, they admitted to drugging her and telling her to say it before. People start running. I take him back home to camp. One of his neighbors across the street, a brown house, African-American guy lives there, ran out and yelled at the postman. Postman's like, we all heard it. An investigator in a black Sebring from Portage County pulled up. And he said, I seen her out today. I found out that bastard really did drug her and tell her to say it before. If I see him, he tells everybody, leave me alone. It's a big drug scam. March 1st to 3rd of 21. They said they put 2 clips together, put her in a porn. It's not her, it's them. They're so far altered. March 13/21. Okay. I go to Altman Hospital. They got fake FBI badges and they're flashing them. They're getting in the back of Altman Hospital. They lied to Dr. Alanatinas for the attempted murder of 12/21/18, where I'm stabbed in the neck and bashed in the back of the head, and I got a dent the size of a ball peen hammer in the back of my head. Was being raped and left for dead. I was out for 6 hours. Okay. I had migraines for 2 years. It felt like half my head was going to explode. Had to be treated. It was awful. My ears would ring. It was horrible. The massive, I had to be put to bed several times for a week at a time for the injuries that occurred. Okay? During the case. They told now, I found out through another doctor's office that where they told people they chipped me. They didn't chip me. They told everyone. She said they told even Dr. Alanatinas that. An investigator went and talked to Dr. Alanatinas, and they did tell him that. Okay? It's a scam. Doctor's office told me another one than what I normally go to. It said it was on the nurse that works there said she was on an online chat that women they were raping and releasing, they were telling them they chipped them. And if they try to get help, that the investigators couldn't hide them. It was a way to get away with rape and keep the women quiet. They were just scamming the women. But you got to think it's a puppy shop. That's where, technology, some big businesses use it to clock in and out. It's a puppy shop. But they were using it as a scam to keep women quiet, thinking that they couldn't be hid. Just made up a ridiculous scam. Well, all right. So on March 13/21, I went to use the bathroom. The nurse at Altman Hospital was breaking the law. She's talking to Eric, the wanted stalker. And he's calling her, and Eric, I know you guys said you taped her before. Da 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 da. I go use the bathroom. I go back in my room. Security walks by, calls me bad names. I reported him after that. The administration said our staff will not involve themselves in this stuff. I'll take care of them. Well, I left there. Went over to Mercy Medical. I told the lady that does where you have to get signed in, that my ex had tried to have me killed. And they're having people harass me. Okay? Let them know if somebody shows up. All right? I go in the back and I could hear some lady show up. And she's like, no man was ever to touch her. Well, that was part of the agreement. No man was ever to touch me, and they were to pull me out if it got too bad. I wasn't supposed to be left in hell. Okay? And the nurse comes in laughing. The only thing they had you on was adjusting yourself. The guy said, that's sick. Said, no, she simply wiped off water with clothes on. He said, that's sick. He said, no, it's really funny. She just brushed it off. They didn't have anything else. Then they started, a couple weeks later, you touch yourself, expose yourself, you touch yourself, look weird. Well, that's not wiping off water with clothes on at all. And it made my stomach bleed. And I thought, well, they said March 1st to 3rd of 21, they were going to put clips together, put her in a porn. It's not her, it's them. Well, you put my head on somebody else's body. Then they kept saying it and saying it. And I'm like, what would you be doing? They're playing me. It's Photoshop. So what would you be doing? If you touch yourself, you expose yourself, you're undressing. You touch yourself, look weird, but not weird. What are you doing? It sounds like you undressing out in the shower and you're washing yourself. I walked outside, smoked, she figured out what they did. May 12th, 22 at noon, they found a tape of them emitting a shower scene in the other room. May 26th, 22 at noon, the shower scene was done on purpose to make it look weird. March 24th, 22, they admitted a frame in me. January of 22, a ladies group came down from Ravenna. We came down to verify we made a big mistake being in her home. She's never said she did anything wrong before, and when she simply wiped off the water with clothes on, she went straight down, didn't expose herself, as if anybody would ever care about that. And those people raped her. How many times in 18 and 19, 20, 21, we all know Karen never said she did anything wrong before. Yeah. They admitted that they photoshopped everything in and out. Made everything up on me. In February and March of 22, in Navarre, the next door neighbor of my client's White House, they told her that Pete ordered everything to be drugged, photoshopped, and made up on me. They told Edit the Oakland apartment December 9, 21, 4 p.m. that all the tapes before were them and not me, and it's just a bunch of men doing crimes down here. Same day, white man bald with dark eyes distributing food at the Stark County Hunger Task Force on 9th Street in Canton. He actually worked my case as a guard. Came out, we always knew the tapes before were them and not her, so we never said a word. January 5th, 25, the cops called the feds out in Walmart 62. What is this? Another FBI agent lied to the U.S. Marshals. She was weird with herself. We always knew it was a photoshopping of washing herself in the shower. We always knew that. And they lied to the U.S. Marshals. And we knew they drugged her and told her to say it before. In May of 24, I'm in Myers, North Main. A lady comes in. We talked to the police that actually work her case. They said it's ridiculous for anyone to ever insult her. She almost died to save children. And they always knew their backup plan if she didn't die were stalking tapes. Where they always knew the word with yourself was photoshopping or washing yourself in the shower. And they had drugged her and told her to say it before. And it was a backup plan if she didn't die. People were talking inside and outside of Myers on North Main and Camp. You know, I always call Officer John little but wiry, and it is not an insult, honey. It means badass. He's a shorter white guy with black hair and glasses. On January 12th, 22, 4:45 p.m. Okay. 2 big drug dealers come in. What those kids get caught stating, he got right in their face. They made everything up. That's badass. They could have ripped him apart. In December of 18, January 19, they would say, John's here to take care of Karen. I'd look over and he'd be there with a bunch of guys. Yell at Walmart 62. It's ridiculous for any child to be afraid of Karen. She's nothing but good and love. You can't insult me around the officers that work my case. It's for we all know this woman's innocent. For we all know. Karen around the house. Karen's will FBI informant. The police worked the case. They taped all this and verified everything.